Welcome to the 10-Minute Car Sales Talk Podcast, where it's all about life in the car business. Telling you like it is, here's the man with a plan, Terry Cameron.
Welcome back to another Buzzer Beater Friday on the 10-Minute Car Sales Talk Podcast. I'm Terry Cameron. Before we get started, I want to remind you, you can find me on LinkedIn, Facebook. Go to the 10minutecarsalestalk.com website. Shoot me an email from there. Hop over to iTunes. Write a review and give me a rating. I really do appreciate the feedback. Today we're going to talk about breaking the budget bank. I believe it was Joe Verdi who taught me the kitchen table budget, and this is pretty much the same thing. I want to tell you a quick story about why you don't pay attention to that initial price objection or price question when the customer comes on the lot. You know, the one that says, hey, whatever we do, we're not paying over $300 a month on a car. That was their kitchen table budget. They talked about it, but that's not really the number they're trying to be at. So let me tell you the story. My wife and I decided to buy a new washer and dryer. The one we had, the set we had was just fine, but my daughter was buying a new duplex, and we figured we'd give her that one and we'd get a new one. It was about time. So we looked in the Sunday paper and all the ads, and I was amazed at how many different washers and dryers that are available now. Most of them you can get for a complete set for $700 or $800, a matching set. So what we did was set a budget. We said, okay, we're not going to pay more than $1,000, and we're not going to buy anything this weekend, because if we did, we don't have anywhere to put it until we get rid of the washer and dryer for my daughter. So we chose 3 different places to go, and I'm not afraid to tell you that the first stop we went was Lowe's. And as we were at Lowe's, I wandered off not too far away from the appliance section, and I was looking at some outdoor lighting, and my wife was talking to this young lady with a German accent about some washers and dryers. It was just a few minutes, at least I thought it was a few minutes, it was more like 10 or 15 minutes. I hear my wife say, okay, we'll take it. And I thought, wait a minute, we decided not to buy this today. But my wife was sold. Not only was she sold, she wanted to set it up to be delivered in a couple days. Not only that, guys, but it was about $1,500 over the budget we set for ourselves. Why? Because the sales lady there sold my wife on a couple functions that were on that washer that I think a couple years later we still haven't used, but my wife liked it. It was a hot button for her. The washer and dryer looked really pretty. As a matter of fact, I threatened to put it in my living room and put my TV on top of it. It looked so good. The point I'm trying to make is, if the customer comes on the lot and they have a budget, which most of them do, as long as you don't pay attention to that and you sell your product the way you should, wow them, sell the sizzle and the steak and the smell, the customer will bump. I always said the biggest bump you'll get is the one you never hear. Don't pay attention to the budget. Sell, sell, sell. Build value, build value, build value. And when it's time to ask them to buy, you have a better shot of them saying yes. Don't pay attention to that budget. Break the budget bank. Remember, the sky's the limit. I'll see you guys next week.
Thanks for listening to this week's podcast. Please rate it on iTunes and visit the 10minutesalestalk.com website to send an email. We appreciate your valuable feedback, and don't forget to share the show with a friend.
Trainers, managers, and teachers, are you looking for a way to add fun to your training while keeping 100% of the focus of your class? I can help you because I discovered a tool that is attention magic. I've been using this tool for over 7 years and it's always a hit. I'm talking about Game Show Presenter Gold software. The amazing thing is that it makes it fun for people to pay attention, and people do pay attention to something that's challenging, competitive, and fun. Here's how it works. Game Show Presenter is a multimedia template. You just choose one of the built-in game show formats, then customize it with questions and answers about your topic, and your game is ready to play. The software handles the music, graphics, and scorekeeping. Game Show Presenter works with almost any audience, but for training salespeople, it's a blast because their competitive nature kicks in and they get a chance to show what they know and sometimes embarrass themselves a bit for what they don't know. Either way, the game makes for a memorable experience. I have a link to the Game Show Presenter software on my website, so come check it out. I've arranged for my listeners to get a 10% discount off the $99 one-time price. So be sure to use the buy link on my page, 10minutesalestalk.com. Game Show Presenter Gold. It'll transform your next training session like magic.